Good morning, students. Welcome back to our third session. Myself, Altaf Lakhani, and I am going to take your English subject. In the previous two parts, we have completed lesson number 1, the hot rice plate. Now, let us begin with the second lesson, that is a great leader, Alexander the Great. Now, who was Alexander and where he was born, at what place he was born, and what date he was born? Just let us gather the information. He was born on 20th July 356 BCE. Means on 20th July he was born in the year 356. The place of birth was Pella, Greece. It was the place in the Greece, and the name of that city, that is Pella. He died on 10th June 323 BCE. Okay, so he died there. Then the place of death, where he was dead, that is Babylon, Iraq. He died in Iraq. So his profession was military commander and the king of ancient Greece. So he was the military commander. Military commander means the person who is the chief of the military, or who handles all the military base. That is called the military commander, and he was also the king of ancient Greece. Means in previous, we can say thousands of years before, there were kings. Now it is not there, but before there were the kings. Now what was his main aim? To conquer. Conquer means to take charge over all the countries. Wherever the kings are there, he defeat that king, and then he becomes the king. Now, so let us start with our lesson. I have just given you the information of Alexander, where he was born, where he was dead, what was the place of, where was the place where he born, and where he died, that also place I have told you, and what was his profession. Now let us start with the lesson. Did you know that the city of Alexandria was founded by Alexander? The lighthouse of Alexandria was considered to be one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Now see, Alexander has found Alexandria. The name of the city he has found, that is Alexandria. The city name became his name. The name of the city was kept on his name. Now you can see the lighthouse which is here. This is the lighthouse. It was considered to be one of the 7 wonders, one of the 7 wonders of that ancient world. Means, as we are saying that we are having 7 wonders like Taj Mahal, then we are having Agra, then we are having Statue of Liberty, China Wall. So these are some 7 wonders that you know. Now let us look at the pictures. Here some pictures are there. First one is Taj Mahal. Then second picture, third picture and fourth picture. So there are four pictures are there. One picture name is given, but now you have to find it out the name of the three pictures which are given here. If it is possible, you can find it. We can see that the third picture is of Egypt, and the second picture might be of China wall, we can say. Okay, if it is possible, you have to find it out the picture's name. Okay, so these all are the wonders of the world. Okay, now let us go with the second page. Yes, now yes, you can see, as I told you, Alexander the Great is regarded as one of the most powerful rulers in history. Now, here we can say that he was the great. Great means he was the most powerful leader. Powerful means nobody can take over him. That much he was powerful because he has military as considered to other states, others kings, and he was also very intelligent. His skills were very excellent and nice that he can think it well, and what he can do by his mind. He was the king of Macedonia from 336 BCE to 323 BCE. It was the date in the previous, and he was the king. King means, as I told you, king means at that time in the previous one, there were kings only. Nobody were there. There were kings only who rule over that state or that city like this. Now we are having the city. Now there is no king at all. But here it was there. So from this much time he was. During his reign, he conquered the Persian Empire, Babylon, and large tracts of Asia. Now here I say during his reign means during his time, during his rule. Rain means not that rain which falls from the sky. This rain means at that age, at that time when he was the king. So he conquered the Persian Empire. Conquered means he has the battle with that king, and then after defeating him, because whenever in the battle the king is defeated, the next person who wins the battle, he takes the charge. Babylon and large tracts of Asia means Babylon is the name, and the large tract means so many parts of the Asia he has conquered. He finally died of malaria at the age of 32. Let's read a poem charting Alexander's life. Now here he has died in a very early age. He has death because he was suffering from the malaria. This is the disease. In this the person does not feel well and he is died. So he died at the age of 32. Now let's read the Alexander. Now you can see this is the person who is the Alexander. Okay. Now let us read the poem. The best ever military commander was a young king named Alexander. From the Macedonian city-state, he was known as Alexander the Great. A brave man, he had a lot of battle, a wise man too, taught by Aristotle. He fought many battles and always won. His army never lost a single one. Turkey, Syria, Egypt all fell, so did Babylon and Persia as well. But after 13 years of war, his men said they wanted to go home again. That was the end of the conquest and glory, and that's the end of Alexander's story. Okay, so here this is the story which I have read the poem. Now let me explain you about the story, about the poem. The best ever military commander, as I told you, the best ever military commander means he was the best commander. Nobody can defeat him. Even he was the young king and named Alexander. Now he was the young king. Now see, young means at the very small age. At the very less small age or less age, we can say he became the king. Now at the time of very young, at that time what it happens, that person is the father or any of the king is died, if he has the son, so he has to take charge over his father's seat. Like this, in this, he was the best military commander. When his father was there, the king was there, at that time, he was known as the military commander. And even he was the young king. Young means at the age of very small age. We can say at the age of 13 or 14 years, he became the king. And his name was Alexander. From the Macedonia city state, he was known as Alexander the Great. From the Macedonia city. So Macedonia city means it is the name of the city, and he was known as Alexander the Great. From there he became very famous. A brave man, he had a lot of bottle, a wise man too, taught by Aristotle. A brave man. A brave man means a person who is very brave, and he is never frightened of anything, and wherever any difficulty is there, if it is said that we are in difficulty, so we are getting back. Okay, so he will not get back like this. He goes in front. If there is lots of difficulty, lots of trouble, whatever it is there, it is dangerous situation, then also he is going there. And had a lot of bottle. Now lot of bottle means he had a lot of courage, lot of power. As we can say, no, if we find that somebody is fighting with us, or we can say if anything wrong thing it is happening, then we will go away from there. But what he does, he does not leave it. He goes there and fight it. And whenever he is fighting it, he never comes back by losing. By winning only he can come. A wise man too, taught by Aristotle. A wise man means a true person. A true person. He does not do wrong with any of the thing. He goes in the favor of truth only. No wrong things. Taught by Aristotle. Now Aristotle, he was his teacher. He was his guru, as we have learned in the first chapter, that is Acharya. Who was the Acharya? That we can say Chanakya. So here also he was taught by Aristotle. Aristotle, he was his lead teacher, or we can say leader, who has taught him all the things, everything, whichever thing is there, he has taught them. He fought many battles and always won. His army never lost a single one. So whenever he goes for the battle, always when he comes back, he has never lose it. Never means never ever. Even his armies were also well trained. Well trained, and their armies were also courageous. Courageous means brave, very hard working, and they does not get back. So they also, whenever they go for the battle, they never come back without winning. Losing name is not there in their diary. So each and every time they win the battle, they never lose it. Now here he has not lost a single one. Single one means still there for so many years. He fought with many of the kings, many of the hardest king, hard king. He has never lost it. Now here next one. Turkey, Syria and Egypt all fell. So did Babylon and Persia as well. So here we can say that Turkey, Syria and Egypt, these all countries, these all states also fallen down against him. Why? Because he was so much powerful. Okay, and his army was also so much powerful, and he has arms and ammunitions more. His weapons they have also more, and so did Babylon and Persia. This also is one of the greatest states, and they are having the good kings, and that then also he has defeated him. But after 13 years of war, his men said they wanted to go home again. So what had happened after 13 means now you can see that for continue 13 years, here we can say how many years? For continue 13 years they have having the war. As we go somewhere else, as we can say, if we go for somewhere else, we cannot live more than for 2 days or 3 days. But here, his army has worked him for 13 years. For 13 years, the army has not seen his family, and not even they have seen their children. So the men, all the, you see MEN, it is written MEN. Man means all, not one only, but all the persons who were working under him. They said that now we want to go back, to go home again, because from 13 years they have not met to their children and not to their family. Now we are staying for 2 or 3 days. What it will happen? We cannot live there more than 2 or 3 days. We will run fast. We want to go home fast. Okay, like this. That was the end of the conquest and glory. So now after when they said that now we want to go home, so now after that army went away, that was the end. Now he has stopped battling with another king, and then after that whatever he was conquering, now he has stopped it. The act of conquering or winning something. Winning means, as we know, we like to win. We does not like to lose. We like to win each and every time. Now see here, Macedonia was an independent kingdom near Greece. Babylon was once a major city of ancient Mesopotamia. Today its ruins are found in Iraq. Now ruins means today some of the parts, some of the olden things which we can say it is find it in Iraq. Aristotle was an ancient Greek philosopher. Philosopher means, as you can know, he can write all the things, he can know about the philosophy, about the history of the so many kings. and so many person. Persia is the ancient name of Iran. So ancient name is first Iran was known as Persia, but now we are knowing as it is Iran. Before it was Persia. Okay, now you came to know. Now let us move to the exercise part. Okay, here is the exercise. Question answer. Which country was Alexander originally the king of? Which great philosopher taught Alexander? Name the cities and countries that Alexander conquered. For how many years did Alexander wage war? List three great qualities that Alexander possessed. And here the read these lines. This also we are having that we have to write it. Now let us show you. Here it is. The first one, where was, as I read the question before, now I'm reading the answers. You just, if you are having, you can write it first in your fair book. First one, Alexander was originally the king of Macedonia. First part, that is the first answer. Alexander was originally the king of Macedonia. From where he was? He was originally from Macedonia. Next is, which great philosopher? As I told you in the lesson, in the poem also, it was there that who was the great philosopher. So we can say that was Alexander. So the philosopher was Aristotle. Who was Aristotle? Was the philosopher who taught Alexander everything. Next, name the cities. Means now in the poem also it was there. Which were the cities that Alexander conquered? As we can write the names like this. Alexander conquered Turkey, Syria, Egypt, Babylon, Persia. This is the third answer. Okay. Next, for how many years did Alexander wage war? Means in the poem also it was there. This is the fourth answer. Alexander waged war for 13 years. For till 13 years he has continued his war. Next, list three great qualities that Alexander possessed. Means what were the three good qualities for Alexander? There is the answer of the fifth one. Alexander was brave, wise, and a great commander. Brave means very courageous, nobody can fight against him. Wise means he was true person, he goes with the true person, and a great commander. Great commander means a chief of the commander. And here it is wise means that is a great true person, he never go with the wrong thing. Now we have to read these lines. That was the end of conquest and glory, and that's the end of Alexander's story. Now who was Alexander? Here is the first one. Alexander was the young king of Macedonia and a very good military commander. So he was there, as answer is there. Second, the conquest. What conquest is being spoken of? Means how many countries or how many things he have conquered, how many cities he have conquered. So we have to write as it is there. We have written the third answer. The answer is same. So the conquest of Turkey, Syria, Egypt, Babylon and Persia is spoken of here. Okay. Next is the third answer. Why did Alexander's conquest and glory came to an end? As we have seen in the poem in the second last two lines, Alexander conquest and glory came to end because his men wanted to go home. His men also have with them for 13 years, but now they have to go home. So the conquest and glory came to an end. So means that is the end of the Alexander's conquest and glory. Next, why was Alexander known as Alexander the Great? Alexander was known as Alexander the Great because he was the best military commander and conquered many places. Why he was known as the Great? As we have seen in the poem, because he has conquered so many states, so many kingdoms, and for continued 13 years he had never been defeated. Every time he has won the battles. Do you think war is the right way to conquer the world? Give a reason for your answer. So it is right way. So we can say no. Because in the war, the persons are dead. That person or this person, whatever the battle is there, so many peoples are dead. So here we can say the answer no, war is not the right way to conquer the world as it leads to killing and bloodshed, plundering and destruction, and war causes a lot of grief. So what happened? Your killing is there, your blood is gone, and even their lives, whenever the one person is dead, what about their family behind the family, they also are be destroyed. Okay, so main persons from our home goes, what it will happen, we will be in great trouble, and then we had gone. Now these are the poems, new poems. What are the poems we can have seen here? So many poems are there comparing to this also, but we are writing first two lines of each poem. The best ever military commander was a young king named Alexander. This was the poem first. Then Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Okay, this is the Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. This story you have, this poem you have studied in KG section. Okay, when you are in LKG or UKG. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. These are also the poems which you have studied in the KG1. So like this, we have to find some new poems and write it. So I have given you this. You can write it in your fair book. Now this is the writing part. Now here we have completed our lesson, and even I have shown you the notes also. So if it is thing that you can write it in your fair book, all the question answers, and no need to write the poem. This you write in the fair book. Okay, this you have to write it in the fair book, this all part. Okay. Then here this poem, this is there in the textbook only. You don't need to write. Don't write it in the fair book. And last one is there. This also, if you want, you can write it in the fair book. Okay. So now we have completed our lesson. We have completed each and everything. I have explained you the poem, and even I have given you the notes. So have a good day. Don't go out of your house. Stay safe. Take care of your health.